Hello. Today I wanted to make a video over some of the assignments that are due for Unit 2. So as you'll see here on the screen, I'm at the content folders and we're in Unit 2. So as you see here in Unit 2, we'll be covering Chapter 5, 6, and 12. Understand, of course, that it's going out of order. But we're going to be talking about dynamics of the courthouse justice in Chapter 5, the prosecutor in Chapter 6, and of course plea bargaining, which is inevitably or inherently tied to prosecutors, so that's why I included in this. And we'll be specifically going over the two writing assignments that are due for this unit, the article summary and the reaction paper. So let's click on the unit and see what we got here. So of course we have all the relevant information, the PowerPoints, some of the research articles that you're required to read, video here of the Duke lacrosse team. Again, like I think I mentioned in the syllabus, I just show clips here. I provide clips of the prosecutorial misconduct that was involved in this particular case. Of course, Netflix again has, or at least it did have, the complete documentary covering this particular case, which is very good. If you have not seen it, I would recommend watching that. But for this particular class, we're just going to go over these two clips that aren't specifically from that documentary or things I pulled off the internet. But some of that information is also provided in that documentary. Okay, so you'll notice that Exam 2 is already available. Like I said, you can always work ahead. You just can't work behind. The online reading quiz. You had 3 reading quizzes due in the first unit, but because now we've gotten into some of the writing assignments, there's only 1 unit quiz or reading quiz due for this or required for this particular unit. So let's look at the article summary assignment. So if you click here, this is a link. This is where you upload your paper. You'll just click on it and upload it. Down here is the Article 2 summary assignment, along with the readings that are necessary to complete this assignment. You are only to choose one of the readings. You do not have to read all 4 of them. So choose one of the 4 and complete your article reading assignment over that. So let me pull up the reading assignment here. Oh, that's the wrong date. We'll change that to 18. And so here are the assignment objectives. Essentially, why do I require this assignment in this particular class? This operates as a content delivery method, but also it's a skills-based assignment. So you are graded on preparing a well-written critical summary of this particular article. So it is an essay format. So make sure you write a well-developed essay, no bullet points. That's very important. Do not provide me bullet points. Bullet points do not enable me to evaluate your actual writing as far as essays go. So keep that in mind. So here, this assignment requires you to choose one of the 4 articles and create a critical summary over that. So you're going to be choosing from Ulmer, Hartley, Rubenstein, or Holmes. Of course, the articles that are provided below. So do so. And here, provide a synopsis of previous research that has been completed on the topic. That previous research that has been completed on a topic is embedded in the literature review of those articles. So it's not as if you're going out and reading different articles. It is being provided to you in the research or the literature review within the research article. I want you to read that and have a good understanding of what research has been done on the topic prior to the authors completing their study. So you're going to provide me that information. What are the central issues or theories that were presented within the previous research, and what's being guided, or what theories are guiding the actual research for that current article. So describe here the current study. Provide as much detail as you consider relevant, but be thorough. You should have a good picture of how researchers went about answering the research questions. Be sure to report the specified research objective, the purpose, or the objective, and any research questions that may have been provided. Not every research article provides specific questions. Most do, but some don't. So just look out for those. Explain the findings of the study. You can provide some of the reported statistics, but don't overdo this. Some of the reported statistics may be overly complicated, and I don't want you to get lost in the nuance of it all. So if you don't understand the stats, you don't have to specifically report them, just report the findings. You'll find most of the relevant findings, or all of the real important findings, in the discussion conclusion section of each article. So if you feel like, okay, well, you're getting lost in the stats and you don't exactly understand what's being reported in the results section, that's okay. You're going to be able to find the major findings within the discussion and conclusion. So don't panic with that, or even guess. You don't have to guess. And then lastly, and this is important, you're to provide your own critical thoughts pertaining to the article. And how the reading has affected your particular viewpoint on the topic. Be critical and thoughtful here. Providing one paragraph generally doesn't suffice. You want to be critical. I don't want you to editorialize. I don't want necessarily to tell me that you thought it was a good article or not. We're not here to be critics of the article. We're here just to give our critical thoughts on the subject matter. By now, or as you do this, you are going to have a better understanding of, say, courtroom dynamics or plea bargaining or whatever you've chosen, or prosecutorial discretion. That's what those articles are on. So you're going to be able to integrate your particular knowledge that you've gained from the text and the PowerPoints into this critical thought section. So, and finally, again, as the skills-based portion of this, you are to complete the assignment with Word document 12 font, double-spaced, in Times New Roman. Should be approximately 3 to 4 pages in length. You should prepare a well-organized essay that does include an introduction and concluding paragraph. Be sure to proofread. You are graded on grammar. And then, of course, submit your assignments electronically in that link provided. Now, how I grade these particular assignments. Here's the rubric. There is no, and you'll get your rubric when I complete the grading, and you'll get your assignment that I've marked up a bit and track changes, and you'll get your grading rubric and where you earned particular points. So you can see as the rubric follows along with the requirements and the instructions of the particular paper. So it's not a mystery to you on how I came up with the grade that you earned. So this will also be posted for you in Blackboard, so you'll get a better sense. And using, especially on Article Summary 1, you're going to be able to use that information as you prepare Article Summary 2. I hope to have somewhere in the neighborhood of about a 48-hour to 72-hour return time on the feedback. So once the grading period ends, okay, then I will complete the grading on the assignments for all students and then return them within somewhere in between 24 and 72 hours, depending on my schedule with the other courses. You may or may not know this, but I'm also interning all this, or I'm supervising all the interns this particular semester, which does cause me to travel quite a bit during our particular summer period. So I'm traveling and I'm visiting internship sites on certain days based on schedules of those supervisors of those intern sites, which hopefully when you all get to that point and you choose to do an internship, you'll see me coming to a particular site. So I can't guarantee exactly when the feedback will get done, but like I said, within 3 days. Give me 3 days to get those completed and turned around to you. And again, as always, if you have any questions, email me. And kind of the same thing holds true, though I expect to get emails back in 24 hours. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it's much quicker than that, but at the same time, if I'm traveling, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions about the assignment, again, email me. We always have the opportunity to get into scheduling appointments here on WebEx. Again, I like to promote this. Students who have questions about how they're doing, how to prepare for exams and so forth and so on. If you just don't want to have an email exchange with me and you want to talk to an actual human being, because I prefer that over email myself, then we can set up an appointment and you can follow the directions and we can meet over WebEx. So I hope this video was helpful to you as far as article assignment 1. I'll be also preparing a video for the reaction paper. Thank you.